Well, our top story here at 5, a top White House health advisor says it seems the coronavirus is slowing here in the U.S., but he says taking action sooner could have saved lives. Meredith is live in Indianapolis to explain. Meredith, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Julia. Yeah, Dr. Fauci was cautiously optimistic over the weekend when talking about the virus, saying that potentially parts of the country could reopen as early as May. Now, he says it wouldn't mean just like flipping a light switch, everything going back to normal, but he said there are indications that things are starting to slow down in terms of people becoming infected with COVID-19. He says metrics such as hospitalizations, intensive care check-ins, and intubations started to flatten, and they seem to be starting to turn the corner. But the U.S. Department of Health and Services projected that lifting social distancing guidelines after just 30 days could lead to a spike in infections over the summer. Dr. Fauci also made several remarks over the weekend that measures could have been taken earlier. Take a listen.
You could logically say that if you had a process that was ongoing and you started mitigation earlier, you could have saved lives. Obviously, no one is going to deny that.
Now, yesterday evening, the president retweeted a tweet that had the hashtag #FireFauci, saying he took measures long before people spoke up. Now, again, we could potentially see our peak of cases here in Indiana this week. Julia?
Meredith, thanks so much. Well, more than 3,300 coronavirus deaths here in the U.S. have been linked to the outbreak at nursing homes. The federal government has not been releasing numbers, but the Associated Press has been counting. The numbers have skyrocketed from 450 about 10 days ago, but the true number is likely much higher because many have died without ever being tested. Here in Indiana, we know at least 24 deaths have been linked to the Bethany Point Health Campus, a nursing home in Madison County.
Doctors, nurses, police officers, and firefighters are all on the front lines of this coronavirus pandemic, and now we know it's taken the life of one Indiana firefighter. John Schaffstall died Sunday morning. He was in his 12th year with the Terre Haute Fire Department. He died of complications related to COVID-19. Sadly, his fellow firefighters say his condition had been improving before he passed. He leaves behind a wife and 2 children.
We also have a sad update to share with you this morning. North Central High School athletic director Paul Logan has passed away from COVID-19. He was just 57 years old. His son, Michael, shared the news on social media saying, quote, "He gave us everything he had, and that's all we can ask for." His death has a lot of people sharing their own memories on social media. Hundreds of people reacted to the story on our Facebook page. Chris says this summer won't be the same without him and that darn golf cart. And Julie says, "I'm sure he touched many students' lives during this time at North Central." So let's walk you through what we do know about his case. Paul and several others tested positive for COVID-19 after attending the sold-out sectional March 6th game at Lawrence Central. Paul was admitted to the hospital earlier this month after he had trouble breathing. His death has rocked the North Central community. And this was an impromptu tribute that happened last night at the school stadium, where people stayed in their cars but honked their horns in Logan's honor. Ben, just a tragedy there that we know we've seen.
This is so tough, especially with school being out right now. And yeah, just seeing all these tributes is so nice.